Nope. Below. Yep. Hola, good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Eric says buenos noches. A lot of people are saying hola, amigos. Is superfood. And hello, Jason. Welcome. Welcome, April, Eric, Michelle. We got Phil, our good friend, Dr. Phil, in the house. And then we have, I want to thank you, everyone, for joining right now. And Mr. Dean, thank you very much. I was always one of our great supporters. I want to tell everyone, thank you everyone for who's supporting this type of work and having these this type of analysis is an honor for me to support you guys through all of this, because there's a lot of challenges that are going through the markets, and a lot of people are really just lost and have no idea what levels you should be looking for opportunity. And as we know with the markets, there's opportunity, but there's not always an opportunity. A lot of times there's just a lot of chop. And so the great thing about the sword method is that using this type of an approach of creating a map and then looking for correct behaviors, there's only certain places you look for behaviors, and the rest you can just rest. And I think the best thing about this type of method is a lot of people are not just wondering, is tonight the night we're just gonna explode up or explode down? Like, you already know in advance what you should or should not be expecting for the most part. And a lot of these things you're not gonna get caught off guard. Even with the manipulation, I love this method because we're actually able to apply these principles to manipulation like USDT.D and even other crypto indexes you can see, and see things well in advance and see if you get those behaviors or not. And so with that said, I will say that everything in this video is not financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. It's just for entertainment, educational, and comedic purposes only. Melody eats red crayons for breakfast, and sometimes she kisses me, and sometimes it's still in my mouth, and I have to this red crayons, and I get sick when I do that. So she's developed an immunity to it. I'm not sure why. But with some of your wives also put red, they don't call them crayons, but they're like lipstick. They put them on your lips, and some of you guys experience the same thing. So you know my struggles, the emotional struggles of what it's like being kissed by a beautiful woman who has red, toxic substances. So I'm just kidding. It's like, but with that said, I will we'll begin our dive class for tonight, and let's begin. We did hit the recording, and so let's get right into it. Oh, you'll have to apologize. You'll have to apologize for my sense of humor. No. I'll have to apologize for my sense of humor in advance. So let's get right into it. If you guys need to unmute at any time during the dive, go ahead. We should be able to hear you guys.
Good morning, Jason.
Just
Melody, and good morning.
Dean says, good morning, Jason, Melody, and yes, good morning. Wait, good morning. Oh yeah, Dean's on the other side of the world. Yes.
Good morning and good evening.
Good evening. Okay, and so sometimes you're gonna see me looking up because the big screen that I used to have right behind my iPad is now right there. Oh yeah. Okay. And all right, so we got our Melody's getting my black book. Oh, hold on, I put my glasses. Is it here? Did I put it here?
The last one.
Right here?
Shh, look at me. Over there, the last
Oh.
one. The right, the left.
Oh, to the right? Oh, to the left?
The very last one.
Oh my gosh.
You're not listening to me.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Melody, do we have another pen? Because I think my pen is not there.
It's here, all the pens. It's here.
So yesterday, where is it? So yesterday we had a major new house cleaning as we're in our new place here in.
No, you did not help me. I clean alone.
She's throwing me under the bus, guys. She is throwing me under the bus. I said yesterday we had our major house cleaning. She says no, there was no we. I cleaned it all by myself. Yeah, she is like Hey, I did something. I supervised with my eyes.
I'm just kidding.
She said, just kidding. But she did most of the work. And I think that's obvious that you did most of the work because of that, I didn't know where anything was at. So I'm like, where's my book? It's normally right here. And this dresser, it is not, because I should say normally we have it there, but you can't use the word normally because it's only like our 4th day or 3rd day here. So there's no normal. It's the new normal. There's no new normal. All right, guys. I did a recap and just a real quick update on USDT.D that we are on our way up. I told everybody exactly where we were going the first part, 429. And then after that, I said after some time, we should be going back up. I don't think this is the end of that market, okay? So when this chart goes up, your cryptos go down. When this chart goes down, most of your cryptos are allowed to go up, especially when they have the big, quick movements. You're gonna really see that in price. Sometimes it's represented by a big spike. Dean says it's 2 a.m. there, okay? So you guys had this, yeah, I know, right? You guys had this this line for how many months? Did I move this line? You guys have all of my evidence. You guys have all of my proof. I haven't adjusted these lines in a while, okay? So you guys know that this is the stuff, right? Okay, you guys have the ability, and some of you guys who have been attending my dive classes, you know that even though this isn't the full course, you guys have been getting the skills and the abilities, and I'm so proud of you guys, because a lot of you guys are grasping concepts and understanding how to create maps, and you're inputting my most important lines on your charts. Even just that alone is going to really give you an edge, because price maps are not just something I make up. They're something that every chart has their own map, and it's because the principles are based on the price itself, and price itself has everything needed in the history of the crypto. So if you understand the crypto or the stock or whatever, how to draw some basic principles, right? You're going to start finding, in addition to the sword cuts and the various types of sword cuts, and you're going to see a map unfold before your eyes, and you're going to start seeing through this class what behaviors you need and what is expected as you navigate through those maps. You guys are going to have this skill that's going to last your whole life, well after I'm not in your life, or well after the future. You're going to be able to look at a stock or a market or something, and you're going to be able to take these, and I know that all of you guys are going to use this to be successful, to make a lot of money. Some of you guys are going to use this to protect a lot of your money. Some of the bigger movements, some of you guys are just waiting, and some of this time, I know you guys are waiting for a lot of the bigger movements, and that's absolutely fine. Some of you guys are making money shorting during these times, but the most part, I want you guys to use this time to gain skills. And these skills, all of you guys are going to have. So just as a recap, we went to 429 exactly, came back down. This line is not that strong, okay? This line is only this strong, and I'm going to show you right now where it's at, okay? Here we go. This is the shape of what happened, okay? This right here, all of this rounding action right there. That's this red line here, okay? That's that action here. You continue that out, and I knew that this will act like some type of resistance. But remember, the resistance was only about this deep here. Okay? It's only about that deep. So the most that I would really expect prices to go up during this, people are going to say, "Oh, this is over. The bear market is over." I don't think it's over. But the most you could expect is somewhere at least down to there. Okay, guys? Now you may say, "Oh, wow, that's a lot." Well, it is. It's not highly. It's possible you can get these moves back down to here. But I wouldn't be so convinced and ready that this is the end. So if you start seeing cryptos going up in the next few days or so, it's because we satisfied some requirements. So you can, when this one goes down, you can see Bitcoin go up, XRP go up, right? You'll see a few different cryptos go up. But the truth of the matter is this is not over because this was only this strong. Okay, this is only this strong, and it hasn't stopped or changed the major behaviors we already seen, which we've already seen the rounding on top of double sword cuts here and here. Okay, here and here. We already saw that. We also saw the pumping up and sitting on this red line, which we've had for a long time. Many months we've had these lines. And so when everything was building and all the evidence was building right on that line, okay, you can see it building. It's not random, it's price structure. And it went to our first resistance. So price may have experienced a little pullback, which is bullish for cryptos in the next maybe week or so. But it could be short-lived, especially if we spike down really quickly overnight. You could see the bear market begin just as quickly. To be honest, I'm expecting more bearish prices towards the end of the month. Okay, so that's where I stand with USDT.D. And you guys heard it first on Jay Song Presents Dive. You got mango? Have a piece? She got some mango. You definitely call this as Jason. You know, it's really weird that we get a lot of new people who are new to our channel because they'll just watch something like on YouTube and come back a few months later after I make like a really big call or something, and then they join, which is fantastic because that's basically how you do it. But you guys, the truth is, all of you are going to be able to build these type of maps anytime in the future. It takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of skill. I'm here to hold your hand during dive. If this is some of your first dives, I want you guys to just remember, I want you to focus on concepts, understanding how price behaves. All right, with that said, I want to do a build, and I want to do a build using, there's a few that we're still covering, new cryptos that we can build. And one of the first ones that we're going to build is one called ALBT, Alliance Block. I've had some requests for 3 unknown cryptos. I haven't touched them. I haven't looked at them. I haven't done any builds, so we can do that one. We're going to spend the first part building this build, ALBT, and then after that, we will take requests. So if you guys have requests for recaps, I'll recap you. And a recap is you guys saying, hey, what does your map show for such and such crypto? What action are we expecting? And then we'll go over that, okay? But for the most part, I've done a lot of maps for different people in this, but right now we're gonna do a new build, so we're gonna use this as an opportunity to learn. So we're looking for something called Alliance Block, ALBT. Okay, we got Bitfinex, I like them. Qcoin, Tether. Let's do ALBT USD on Bitfinex. Oh, I did this one before. Wait a minute, is this one we did just the other day?
I don't know.
No.
You did not put.
I didn't do it the other day.
You did not put the date there.
Yeah, I didn't put the date on it. Let me just double check real quick that I didn't do. I did Bitcoin. We did okay, USDT, Bitcoin.
Because you said you don't have time. I'll save it.
Yeah, I think I had to save it. We'll do XRP, Poly, Songbird. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just check these last ones. Zill. Okay, Zill. So we didn't do it then. Okay, well I guess I must have done ALBT. In this case, I won't do ALBT because I want to do a build. So let's do Epic. AEPIK.
Why Epic?
Well, we'll have to do a recap. So let's start with Epic. So the first one, you're going to put USDT.D above it, and then you're going to put Epic. We kept it on a watch list. I requested ABLT. Oh, was that you, Superfood? Oh, okay. Well, then maybe that's why we put it on the top. Superfood, then it's going to be a recap. So I changed the scrap the plan. We're going to do Epic in just a moment as a new build. Right now, we're going to look at ALBT on the watch list. So do you know what day we requested that, Superfood? Because I might be able to say, like, look at this, guys. Look at this. I gave you a sword cut at 7.2 0.7811, and just on January 3rd, Superfood, price came up and scooped and hit that sword cut exactly. Well, not exactly, but pretty darn close, Superfood. That's good. And then we came down. Okay, so this was the sword cut, and as a recap, let's look and see what I can see with this. Hold on. You have, hold on. Look at this. You have a sword cut here. I'm going to show you where and why. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my lines, and I'm going to show you guys how I did this real quick. We're going to use this as a little bit of a learning opportunity. Okay. On the daily chart, I want you to go to your ALBT, okay? And this ALBT is on Bitfinex. So if you're using TradingView, this is free, 100% free to you guys use. The app is free. Then go to settings, then go to logarithmic. Make sure you turn on logarithmic. If it's on regular, you're gonna lose a lot of the data in the beginning and your lines will be off. This is more important, especially as cryptos are young cryptos. Okay? Meaning like it's at 0.001 cent or something like that. Current price of ALBT is 52 cents. So I'm gonna show you a major trend line, and I'm gonna show you what's going on and where we're looking for a major change in behavior at current levels. And here it is. We're gonna take these tops here at the very core, which is the body, okay? Here, and then we're gonna bring it up to these peaks here, but not on the wick, not here, but rather right there at the body. Okay, do you see that right there on the body? That's where you're gonna draw. Then you're gonna come down, and then you're gonna draw on the farthest body here. The farthest one, that one. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a ruler, which is your ruler's found here. I'm using Markup on iPad. It's free, it's built in. If you don't have it, look at one that Mark always says. It's called SketchUp. Mark is Mark W. He uses SketchUp. Just don't use ThrowUp. Just use SketchUp only. Okay. So you're going to draw a line connecting those dots. So I know you guys know how to connect the dots. You can turn your ruler here by doing that, right? Okay. So we're just connecting those dots. Good. Once you got them, you're going to bring them down to the bottom, and you're going to bring them down to both here and the wick, because I'm giving you a little bit of how it works with Sword 2.0. And then you're going to just draw that line out, and then you're going to draw this one like dashed, okay? All right. Now, once you have this, your chart should look something like this. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you these lines, okay? About halfway between these lines, about halfway, okay? If I would just choose a different color, right? Just say yellow, right? Yellow! All right, about halfway between these points, would you say is about right about snip and sketch? Snip and sketch, says Mark W. Thank you, snip and sketch. I gotta say that right every time. Snip and sketch. You snip it and then you sketch it. Okay, so about halfway is about right there. And if I were to just maybe move along further down the track and try to do about halfway again, halfway is about right here. Halfway over here is about right there. And basically that's going to give you these lines to draw, right? And you just connect them. And that's kind of how you draw a halfway point. Now, why do you draw a halfway point? Well, because when creating a channel on price, this is what you do. But this is the principle is that halfway through, there's what I call mid-phantom. So 3 lines were created right now. Number 1, we have the angle. Let me write it with some crayons, okay? So if I go to here, the top, I'm going to put angle. Okay? This bottom, this line down here is not flat.
Excuse me.
If it was flat, it would look like that. It's not flat. It is also the same angle. And this is important. Okay? Because that angle is what I call your phantom phantom angle. And the reason I call it phantom is because there's absolutely no way to draw this. Phantom. There's no way to draw this unless you drew this angle here. This phantom line or phantom angle is just the duplicate of this moved down. All you did was make the angle, and then we moved it down to both the core and the wick. And right now I'm focusing on the cores and what's halfway between the cores right now. That's my most important right now, okay? And the cores are more stronger than the wicks, just so you know. So now we have phantom, we have the angle, and there's one more we have that is a major important one, and that's our mid-phantom angle. And this is that yellow line right here. So we're gonna call that M phantom or mid-phantom. Got it? Everybody got it? Now, once we have that, now it's very easy. Now we're gonna draw the sword cut, okay? So the sword cut is the last, we're gonna draw the sword cut on the mid-phantom right now, okay? And what this is somewhere along this line, there is a straight line, what I call the sword cut, which is the point of pain from when buyers who are long, lost money, or buyers who were shorting lost money, or people who were in very low positions lost money, or when they start taking profit if prices start coming back down to that level. And in this case, to draw the sword cut on mid-phantom, it's quite simple. All you do is look for the last place that price crossed through the mid-phantom. Where did the last place price cross through? Right here. I'm going to show it here. That is the last place that price was bouncing along, and then came up, and then it came down, and it never came back down to this spot. All you do is you look for when it crossed over. That's the last place it crossed over. And so what we do is you're going to take a ruler, okay, again, and you're going to turn it to 0 degrees, which is just flat, okay, and you're going to draw now a flat line right there. And you're going to draw it out, and we draw it like an orange. That's not orange. Here it is. Here it is, orange. There you go. And when you draw these, you're going to start seeing price reacting to them in a very unique way. In the sword cut area is where we're expecting behavior changes, and if we don't get those behaviors, then we just look for price to reverse and go on to the other side of those angles. This is basically how you draw the sword cut. Now I've already drawn the sword cut, and in my next one I didn't know if I drew it from I actually drew this as a channel, so I'm going to show you how to draw this on price without drawing with pen and paper. But if the principles are the same, you just have some fancy tools to assist you. Okay, so I don't know if we drew it here, I'm sorry, at the core or at the wick, but either way, both at the wick and the core, there is a type of mid-phantom. Right now I just did the one from between the cores, so now let's look at price and draw those. But this is basically how you start seeing where price should be going up, or price should be going up, or we're going to have a reversal and price will go down and arc underneath, and then we're going down even further. And this is how you can use it to navigate you through what is it called? Through the price. Okay. Once you know how to draw sword cuts and where they are, it's going to make you infinitely more successful in whatever you like to trade. So let's now draw this on real price. If you want to save a screenshot of this, let me pull up the picture real quick for your notes. I hope you guys are learning a lot during this. Oops.
Oh no.
Melody says, oh no. Sorry, Melody. I didn't mean to put your pictures all up on the internet. Okay. I'll leave this up if you guys want to take a quick screenshot. Okay. Now, let's go into real price and draw it on price itself by taking the tool, and we'll see how close my midlines were. Alrighty. Okay, so I did the wick now. So here we're gonna do this. Okay. All right. So the first one we did is we make a channel from here to here to here. Okay. And to do that, let's do this one. I'm gonna use this as a teaching tool for everybody again. This time I'm gonna do this as a channel. So we're gonna go down to our tools here, and then we're gonna look for one that's on trend lines, and then we're looking for the one that says parallel channel. Hold it down, add to your favorites. Then once it's added to your favorites, it should show up in your favorites here right there. So you're gonna go all the way to parallel channel, and then you're gonna click on here and this section right there, and then you're gonna bring it all the way out to this core right there. Okay, this is gonna give you this channel that moves up and down, and all you do is you can put this anywhere. So I can move it left or right, but it's not changing the angle. And we're gonna bring it down to the core, okay, right there. And now we're just gonna draw on top of that. For right now, we're gonna click on the parallel channel one more time on right there and turn it off. Okay, so now we're off. Okay, so let's check our work. We drew it at the top right there, good, good, good. And we brought it to the core right here, good, good, good. That's for the most part of how you were supposed to draw that. All right, now the next part is we brought that middle part. Now if you didn't bring it down low enough, you have three options to move it. Settings, let me turn off this extend line right, okay. So your channel might look something like this. If you like that, then all you do is you can go to your settings here and turn on extend line right, and that shoots out the line even more to the right. Okay, you can turn it off if you don't like it, but that's basically what you do. And then there's three dots, 1, 2, 3. These ones change the angle, and you don't want to change the angle. So if you mess it up, click the undo button, or if you have a keyboard like me on my iPad, I just click Command Z, which is like undo button. Oops. Okay, the other thing we're gonna do is you can click on the middle button right there and move it up and down. So right now we're gonna move it, we're gonna leave it where it is in the core, and it should be approximately there. So let's try and make sure that that line is about where it needs to be. There we go, pretty accurate. Good, good, good. Okay, got it? Everybody got it? Now we're just gonna complete it by drawing over our lines with normal trend lines. So let's take a trend line tool here, a trend line, okay, and then I'm just gonna use white, and then we're gonna bring it out and just follow the line like you did. Good, that's one. Let's draw another one. Follow the line from the core. Let's bring it out here. Good. And then we're gonna follow the mid phantom line as well. We're gonna just draw right on top of it, just like how I drew. Okay, good. So now we have these more important parts as well as the sword cut. Now there's one more. With that said, we're gonna adjust the blue line one more time, okay, and we're gonna bring it down to the wick. All right, the wick. This is where I stretched it out to the bottom of here. This is the wick. The wick is the bottom string, which is the lowest that price went through whatever time frame you're looking at. In this case, we're looking at a daily chart, so each one of these is 1 day worth of time. Okay, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. This was on January 21st, 2022. No, January 22nd, 2021. Okay, so now we stretched it out, and this gave us another angle, the same angle, but just a little bit lower. So we're gonna again take our trend line. Okay. Once we take our trend line, we're gonna go to a trend line, and then we're gonna just draw anywhere on that line, just draw it out and stretch it out, and there you go. We are complete. The last thing we're gonna do is we can turn off that channel if you wanted to. You can delete that channel. In my case, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna hide it because we can use it again later for more Sword 2.0 stuff. Okay, so to hide your lines or your opacity, you can click on your lines if you want, and then go to the color, go to where it says opacity, bring it up or down, and you can bring it and make it faded away, or bring it back into view. But with these ones, there's 3 lines. So we're actually gonna go to our settings, and the one that says middle right there, it also has its own color. And that's the thing about these type of parallel channels. So you can also change the thickness if you wanted to. You can make it a little thinner or darker or whatever, or change whatever colors you want. Okay, now the last thing we're gonna do is we're going to look at our sword cut by going down to our tools, and then we're gonna go to the rectangle option, which is rectangle. Rectangles are found in geometric shapes, the same thing. Make sure you hold it down, add to your favorites. It's under geometric shapes. Then go to rectangle, and now we're gonna draw the cut. All right, anywhere you click on the screen is gonna give you this rectangle, and then you can turn it off so you don't keep drawing multiple rectangles. We'll turn it off, and now we're going to bring the parameters. You can click on the box on the left and stretch it out, but we're just going to basically bring our rectangle down, and this time we're going to cover both sections so you know a generality of where the sword cut is. We're going to cover the length between both the wick cut, which is that bottom one, and the core, which is the yellow one. Where price crossed through, just put a rectangle and bring it straight out. So mine's is about this wide, okay? And you can change that width again by clicking the middle right there, the middle area right there, bring it up and down. We're gonna bring it again just to the width of both the wick and the core, just to make it really easy. It covers all the ground, and stretch it out by clicking that middle button right there. Stretch it out, and there you go. And now the secrets have begun to be revealed. Okay, if you really want, you can bring it so you're not confusing yourself. You can bring out this side as well, just to what's relevant. You don't need to have it way in the past. But
the trend line is only for wick at the bottom left.
the trend line is only for the wick at the bottom. The trend line is only for wick at the bottom and not the top wick. Yeah, the reason is because what we're doing, Dean, in this particular example, why we got this angle is because we're looking for the core angle from which everything responds to. So in Sword 2.0, which I haven't fully taught everything, there's a key trend line. There's actually just a few key trend lines, but there's one, what I call a key trend line, which dictates all the reverberations in the future. And I'm going to show you guys how to find verifications for this. Sometimes in the middle of dive class, you'll see me get quiet and I'll just draw them all really quickly. But I've already gone in advance and I already know that this is the key trend line for here. And I'm going to show you guys all how to find those key trend lines. But it's basically related to how you draw a channel. The reason I wouldn't have drawn this trend line out here, like in there, is because the reverberations it'll give me a different analysis. You can draw those, and it'll give you support at mid phantom. But right now I'm dealing with this angle right there. That's the angle that I'm mostly dealing with for right now. So you can draw them both later on. There's analysis within analysis within analysis if you really wanted to. But right now we're just trying to, I'm just focused on this major key trend line. And that gives me the main sword cut, which we already have supports and verification. So this is what I call this type of cut. Let me adjust it a little bit, make sure it was correct. Adjust it again, 1 second. Good, right there. Okay, and then the other thing you can do is you can put your sword cut behind your drawing by clicking on your settings, and then you're gonna you click on your line and then click on the 3 dots right there in this panel. That's your tool, and then click visual order and bring it to the back so that you're not drawing on top of price, but you're drawing behind price. All right, so now let's continue and see what's going on with ALBT, because this line was created way back, and you would have had that back in at least September. You would have had this line months in advance. So once you had broken through this sword cut that we had a while back on 78 cents, and somebody were to ask you, hey, Dean, where's your next floor? How far are you falling? You would have said, well, we got a major sword cut at 45 cents. And what happened? From 78 cents, we went underneath, and we went all the way down to 70. We went down all the way to 45 cents. Cologne. Okay? That's basically where the upper band of that sword cut is. The lower band of that sword cut is at 42 cents. So bear in mind, we can be looking at behaviors all the way up to 42. When we saw this nice rounding bottom, that's more evidence you're gonna go straight down, because I give you guys this drawing all the time. This is the drawing I give you all the time. It looks like this. Price comes up to a sword cut and then comes down because you have this nice rounding. You should not be having a rounding underneath the sword cut. You should be having a rounding on top of a sword cut. So if you're having a, if you're having a rounding on top of a sword cut, that's very bullish. I'll tell you guys, hey, we're going up. But when we're having that rounding underneath the sword cut, that's very bearish. And this is what you have. This is why you guys will see me draw this pattern so much. I'll look like that. I draw it all the time. Superfood knows. I always draw that pattern for you guys. So if you see that rounding where it should not be going, it's like a fish out of water. Right, Melody Song? Melody Song knows about fishes out of water.
Don't know actually.
She goes, I don't know actually. You're a fish out of water. You are, Melody. Okay. All right, everybody understand those concepts? Now let's go over in depth what is happening locally and where ALBT going. Are we experiencing weaknesses? I see this a little bit weak. I'm gonna look at volume, Superfood, in just a moment. We're gonna look at volume in this area. We're gonna see if we're expecting a bounce. Last time we got a bounce. We got a bounce last time, about where we should have had the bounce. But we came right back down, pressed into the sword cut. Where are we going now? First, make sure you're drawing this line's connecting these tops here and here. So we're gonna draw a trend line. So you're gonna, the good Melody, good. Melody's drawing this one. And you're gonna turn, make sure the angle is touching. There you go, attaboy girl. And then you're gonna go to crayon. Let's do a red. We're gonna go to red. Good. All right, and then you're gonna draw. Good, good. She's doing good. So now we know that we need to beat this line here. And now let's also draw the wicks. This time we're gonna draw the wicks, the highest wicks. It's actually this one. I'll just give that to you as a hint.
I think this is not correct here.
And then you're also gonna draw this. Yeah, it could be a little sharper. It's gonna be okay. I want you to draw this wick right there as well. Okay, so connect those dots as well. Good.
Wait.
Oh, once you get it, then you're gonna zoom out by pinching outside like that. Okay, go ahead and pinch. Good, more. Good. Okay, this time I want you to draw it all the way to the sword cut. Try not to change the angle. Good. And then draw it all the way to the sword cut. Good, good girl. So you did fantastic. And now we have two sets of trend lines, both at the wick and both at the core. They almost diverge right here around February 14th to the March. So that's where you're going to see sometimes price will take an opportunity rather than just get stuck in here in the little bit of that. But so now Superfood, make sure you have that on your chart because you're going to need that behavior change before ALBT is clear to go up. You need to have behaviors above this line. Once you get the behavior above there, you're more bullish. And the moment you are not bullish, all of this is actually neutral. Okay? And we don't know if we're going to break above or we're going to break below. We don't know that yet. I'll show you now. Everyone has that. So a move below 42 cents is going to be your bearish warning. If you see price break through and hit underneath at 42 cents, you know you're going down. If you see price break above this trend line and it has a good positive behavior, there's a very strong chance you're now going to be able to continue and hit the sword cut at 0.78 cents. Okay? Once you get to 78 cents, if you get bullish action above there, and it looks like this, and you get that nice round, especially if you get a pullback, that's the best scenario. You don't always get it, then you're clear to go to the next level, which right now is around approximately $1.05, so around $1.04 to $1.03. It's angled, so just to be on the safe side, you can just put $1.03. Okay, so those are your levels on where you have left to go. If you get below the sword cut, you can hit up to the lowest one and still be healthy. That is currently around 0.30, I'm gonna say about 36 cents if it happened anytime before February 13. It's around 36, 35 cents. So let's just be safe and put 35 cents. Okay, so again, if you get below the sword cut, you're gonna fall to around 35 because that's where that original sword mid-phantom angle was at. Okay, 35. If you get the bounce right now, it's neutral. I wouldn't touch it. Wait till you have a behavior above and get there and buy it, or wait till you get below and then short it. Below 42, above around, this is angled. So I can't tell you what price because it's all the way from 60 cents all the way down to 50 cents. And again, this is why I don't trade based on price levels. People say, oh, what's the number to buy it? I can't tell you that. I can tell you that based on the day. So if it happened today, that number is 68 cents. Okay? And how do I know that? Is because if price were to go up, just say price goes up right today, right? This hour. It goes up. It has to be way up here. Well, where's way up there? Well, the way up there is here at 68 cents. Okay? So that's very unlikely it's going to happen like that. It's more likely that price is going to come up slowly over the next few days and do it sometime maybe here. But then it can bounce and play that. I'm not playing that game. I don't like to play that game. I don't like to bounce around. Okay? I don't like to waste my money on something that's really risky. And neither should you guys. I want you guys to think more like an educated investor. I want you to wait for money and opportunity to come your way rather than you just chasing after every trade. I remember there was a guy, and when I was first posting maps, and everything I posted a map he would buy, and I'm like, that's not the purpose of it. The purpose is to show you where you should be looking for your opportunities. So, you know, and again, I tell that story when I was in college and I learned all these PE ratios and I learned how to calculate all these mathematical formulas to do this. And at the last day of class, a woman stood up and said, okay, now how do we make money with this? Because you didn't show us how to make money. And the teacher stood up and says, well, I don't know how to make money. I can only teach you how to calculate those things. Now, that's not going to help you. It's not going to help you any good if I don't teach you how to make money with these type of things. So you have to get the mindset of you're waiting for price to have a behavior. You're not chasing the market. Let the market come to you. That's going to make you a better trader on whatever in the world you want to trade, because everybody likes to trade different stuff. The reason I'm doing these in slow motion to show you these principles in a dive class, look at my hand, look at down, is because when you learn these principles here, you can apply them to any crypto, any stock, anything. And this is generally how you create a price map. There are other micro movements. I won't get into them today. There are more advanced analysis. We're going to save a lot of that for the full course. But for right now, I'm just letting you guys know there is a course going to be launching towards the beginning of this year. And you're going to see modules and have access to those modules. Yeah, it is the beginning of the year, but I mean like Q1. That's the goal. That's the goal, and we should be able to have that. So anyway, that's my map. Does anybody have any other questions about ALBT? Before we go, you guys having fun? Am I boring you yet? Can we get some juice?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's not juice minute. We have to wait. It's tradition. We have to wait till we go a little bit, and then we're gonna have juice. We got juice. For juice minute, remember it's towards the last hour. At the end of the first hour, we're gonna get some juice. All right. So I didn't get any requests for recaps. Does anybody have any recaps you want to have at this time?
Rose, please.
Rose. Okay. Who asked for Rose? April. It's ABT Superfood. Rose is asking for Rose. I mean, so Rose is asking for Rose. April's asking for Rose. April, I think she sent a message saying that she's part of a family. She said the name of, I think, her husband or something like that. Yeah, let's look at Rose. Okay, April wants to look at Rose. Wait, did we add that one to our list, Tony?
No.
No, we didn't. Okay, let me make sure that's added to my watch list, guys, real quick. That was on Bitfinex. Okay, so to add something to your watch list, go to your watch list, click on plus, and then go to ALBT, USD, and then click on the one that's Bitfinex, and boom, it's added to your list. So now it will show up here in your watch
And
list.
the rose too.
And Rose? All right, let me see if Rose is already added here. Yep, it's added. Here it is, Rose. So we're gonna click on Rose, and let's see what's going on with Rose.
Ooh.
Ah, Rose, look at this. Look at this. Do you guys have it? Here's my map for Rose. I don't know if you guys saw my last superfood. I didn't add your label, your colors that you wanted for ALBT.
We did do rose before.
Yeah, and I didn't do Rose. I didn't do a label for Rose. April, you're gonna get give me some colors for Rose, please. You can choose up to 3 colors.
And Shiba from Minerva.
Okay, go ahead and write that down. Please give me 3 colors. Blue and yellow says superfood for the other one, and then April
Yellow
wants
and
yellow
green.
and green. All right.
Yellow.
All right. So let's do a label. I'm going to go to settings. Let's go to text. Okay, and then I'm gonna click a text box, and let's choose a yellow background with green accents. Green. Let's do a flowery background. It's gonna be yellow. All right, and then we're gonna choose this one, Rose. This is gonna be
Yellow and green.
January
11.
2022. www.patreon.com/jsong_7. Okay. I need a darker green. Maybe that's too dark. Maybe that one. I don't like this green. There we go. Let's change the background. It's too bright of a yellow. We need to have it like a pastel. Good. And last thing, background. Border. Let's do the border as green as well. Alrighty. Make it a little bigger. Good. Bold. Oops. Uh-oh. Almost done, guys. Settings. There we go. Make sure I put that on bold. Oops. All right, there it is. Rose. Now, let's go to town. We last updated Rose a while back. But I let you guys know, I think I remember with Rose, there was not much money on the table for me. It's not to say it wasn't bullish, but I don't like that there's not enough money on the table to take the trade. And the reason is because when we first looked at Rose, I told you guys that this was the upper channel way back here, okay? It's around 36 cents. However, we went down, and over the time, we had a sword cut here. We hit the sword cut once, we came down, hit it twice, came down, and then we hit it again here in this area, okay? I'm gonna show you guys this exactly, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Let's do this in slow motion so you guys make sure you have it. This movement up here gave me a parabolic around this area based on some of this data right here, okay? And we cut right there. When we cut, a sword cut was created at around 22 cents with the high of around 26 cents. So this was that cut. I'm gonna make it really opacity so everyone has this right now. There it is, okay? So during that time, we came down, swung up, hit it once on October 1st. Then we hit it again on October 8th. A few times, and then we kind of went down for a little bit, but we're flirting with it, and we're not going down. We're not really rejecting off of it, which is a little bullish, because if we should be coming down but we didn't. So that means that the sword cut is almost ready to break. So then we hit it again, and then finally here, we tried to pierce, but couldn't. Came down one more time, and then finally we pierced over right here, and we sat down on it right there. Do you see how this works, guys? So price crossed over right there. Sword cut continues into the future. This time we came back down, bounced up a little bit, and then came to the sword cut area one more time. This time we didn't go below it. We just were inside of it, which is still a little bit bullish. And price had to deal with now this trend line from here to here. Okay, price tried to break up, could not break above here. December 1st. So back in December 13th, right? Okay, so on December 13th, we popped above and could not go below. Do you see that? How it tried to get above, could not. And then we were playing and flirting. Finally, we broke above here. A new sword cut would have been created at the same exact level. So let's just stretch it out a little bit more further. Okay. Now we're free to go up. Okay. Another parabolic was created about this level right here. Okay. Based on this now curve. So another parabolic was created, and this was the sword cut that I gave you guys at that time. Okay. And that sword cut was 31 cents. So 31 cents there. Okay. Let's extend that out just a little bit more. Oops. Okay. Let's extend that out just a little bit more. All right. Now we have price that came up and bounced on it on December 28th, and then came up, hit the continuation of this top that we gave you guys months ago. Okay. This is that angle from here and here and here. This is the one I drew for you guys a while back, and I think I drew it on the weekly chart. So now, all of that to say, we bounced again, once again on the sword cut in the last few days, and we are here at 49 cents. I am not bullish Rose until we get more money on the table, which is a move above here to here. But you could have been trading up and down this. It's just not my cup of tea. I want to see a little bit more. I want to see this movement above 49 cents. Once we get above 49 cents, we can go, because I don't like flirting at the top. It's more risky to be trading at the top of a channel. We are experiencing some bullishness that we are getting lower highs, higher lows. So our lows are first here at 14 cents, then we went up and came back down to a low of 16 cents, then we went up and came back down to a low of around 23 cents, and then we came back up, and next is 24, and then finally we came back up, and now the next low is 33 cents. So the lows are getting higher, which is bullish, but it still doesn't mean I want to take the trade. That's just me. Some of you guys were like, yeah, let's take it. You can, I just don't like to do it. Okay. The other thing that's in here is, now that we have this, there's one more parabolic you're going to draw, April, and this is what I want you to draw. Okay. We're going to draw it live, and I'm going to show Melody Song how to draw it. Okay. So if she can do it, I know all of you guys can do it. What we're going to do first, I'm going to fade out these other ones, so not to confuse everybody. I'm going to click on this one, fade it. Okay. Click on this one. I'm also going to fade that as well. Okay, Melody Song. Here, what we're going to do, we're going to draw this, and I'm going to show you what we're going to draw. We're going to take a line, and we're going to draw like this curve. Okay. That's the curve we need to draw, because this is going to show us where sword cut is and where price should be bouncing. So let's save this picture first, but now we're going to go to our tools. So you're going to go to your tool, Melody Song. Okay, and then you're going to go to your parabolics, which is under curve. It's in your favorites, but it's also, the name of it's called curve, but I call it parabolic. Okay, so now we're going to be able to click on the screen, anywhere on the screen. Oh, hold on, let me fade it back. I faded the color away, so let me bring back the color. And then remember to click on this after we're done, but we're going to click on the color, bring it all the way back up. Okay, so let's do that again. Delete that. Go ahead now. Click on your tool. Okay, yep, right there, the tool, and then click on curve, and then we're going to bring it to the bottom. Just start with the wick there. Okay. Okay, you can use your mouse if you wanted to. We already let's bring the mouse over to here, and then you're gonna double click. Good, and then stretch it out. I don't see your curve. One more time, double click, and then stretch it out. Ah, there you go. Good, good, good. And we're gonna bring it somewhere in this area, right about there, and we can adjust it in just a moment. But yeah, that's good. Okay. Now when we have that, make sure you turn off your parabolic so you don't draw another one.
Duh.
Oh, try again. We needed to make sure we click on it. Nope. That's a trend line. Control Command Z. We're gonna go back to our tool. There you go. Curve. See you drawing it over there. Command Z. Undo. That's right. Undo. Huh. We'll do command try again. So what we're doing is we're looking to draw this one here, and even if you don't get it right, just say you mess up, right? And we just draw it there. Okay, click on the mouse and then turn it off. And now you can come to this dot and bring this dot anywhere you want. So bring it over here. Okay, so go ahead and bring that dot over there. Good. About to the bottom. Good job. And then go ahead and bring this one somewhere over here in that area. We can adjust it in a little bit. With parabolics, they're a little more art form, so it does take a little bit of practice. Good, somewhere right there. We can adjust it in just a little bit. And now click on the middle one in the belly, and now we're gonna adjust the belly, and we're gonna try and move that belly up and down. You can actually move it to the left or right, yeah, good. And we're gonna try to get it a little bit more closer. Good, good, good. That's good. Okay, and now you're gonna adjust this one a little bit more higher. Good. Maybe, and we're trying to make this line look a little more balanced. So you're gonna stretch it out more a little bit. There you go. And now we're gonna bring this middle. We want this belly more in the middle of between our lines as best we can. That's really important when drawing these parabolics. So click on the middle dot. Good. There you go. Just bring it in the middle. And what that does is it ensures that most of the line is correct. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to bring this line more touching this section here, and the reason I'm touching this section, okay? Good job, Melody. You did fantastic for your first parabolic. Fist pump. Oh my gosh, you've been in Peru too long. The reason I'm doing right here is because this is where we get verification. I get verification when price came up and sat down on the line here and touched the wick here. So this is where my eyes see the curve for me. This may be, I'm also gonna bring up to the body a little bit, bring it a little bit here by adjusting this. So there's only 3 points, beginning, middle, and end. So this is the curve, and that's where I want you to draw April, and delete that one. All right.
Welcome back, Hamish.
Welcome back, Hamish.
Hamish, I all first step back after summer break. Interesting times.
Yes.
Yes.
Come break.
Who says that? That's from a movie, and I don't know who says it. Yes. They say it like kind of like that. So anyway, now the reason I wanted you to draw that April is because this is the most important trend line. When we get a break, either we're going to have 2 behaviors, just like we did the first time when we had this break here back in September 13th, but also April. If price is either going to do one of 2 things here. Okay, this is what it's going to do. I'm going to show you, so you'll know way in advance. Either we're going to come back down. Either price is going to come back down. You're either going to come back down and bounce, or you're going to pass through this line and go down. And you'll go down to 31 cents first, and possibly down to here. Okay, but you can also alternately bounce up on this line multiple times. Okay, but again, for me, I'm not going to be bullish.
Augie said, "Hi guys, what did I miss?"
What did you miss? Oh, we did a full tutorial on ALBT. Which it's neutral at the moment, but there's some potential for money on the table. And I did a full tutorial about how to do it and create that map, or mostly full. Okay, and then right now we're doing April's Rose. She's looking for Rose, and Rose, we were showing how to draw sword cuts using mid-phantom cuts, which is a secret cut. It's because it's not just a normal cut, it's an invisible cut as well. So what you guys learned was a pretty secret. Okay, so I want to see this behavior here and here, both above that wick and the core. Now, to make sure you guys have this line and that you have it correctly, well, I'm going to show you that before we continue moving on. So again, I want to see the behavior above here, and then you're good to go to the moon. And by moon, I mean you're gonna go to higher. You'll go higher, but you want to be above 49 cents, okay? And the other thing is that if you get below this parabolic that you drew, if you get below this parabolic, April, then guess what? That's a heavy sign of weakness. And if you bounce on that line, that's a sign of strength. So underneath, just remember, is weakness, and above right now is strength. Okay, so if you're bouncing, just like we've been bouncing on that line, we've been bouncing, boingy, 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 boingy. Now you can get that really sign of strength, and it's very bullish if you get above 49 cents. All right, so all of that to make sure you have all the tools you need. When I'm gone, you're still in control of your ship. You know how to navigate your ship. All right?
Augie said, okay, I did not miss anything. I didn't miss anything.
Did you not, Augie? Did you? Are you sure? I don't know if you did or didn't. I would say he did. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me that way. I drew this one different than anything else. And what I did was I drew from this wick here to this core here to create this. And I did this particular one differently. Normally I always teach you guys draw a core to core or wick to wick. In this case, I drew wick here to about this core here. I mean, you can also draw it from this wick here, but the reason I did that is because when I went back and did a verification, this is where I found the verification. And so I'm not teaching that part right now because I'm gonna go this next half. I need to spend more time with the recaps. But if you guys wanted to recreate this line, draw it core to this wick in November 15th, okay? All right, so that's my full analysis for Rose. Oh, I was supposed to look at the line.
She said thank you.
She said gracias. Did she say gracias or did she say thank you? Because I'm in Peru and I'm practicing my Espanol.
Gracias.
Gracias. Melody Song was practicing her Espanol today.
You want anything?
Do I want anything? Gracias, she says. Gracias, mi amigo. Okay. What did SHIB? Somebody who asked for SHIB?
Augie.
Minerva, was that Minerva? Did Minerva ask for SHIB?
I think so.
Is that? I can't read this. It looks like it says Minerva with a B. B.
Yeah. SHIB, please.
SHIB, please.
Minerva.
SHIB in the house.
Augie said, really?
Aha! What did we do on SHIB? Look at that. Is this a big surprise? Mark will testify. How long ago did I tell everybody we're getting to that pocket right there? Oh, we got to the pocket. Some of you guys made that money shorting SHIB. Some of you guys just got out of SHIB and were just like, I'm waiting till we hit the pocket. Some of you guys were like me. I'm still have my SHIB. I'm not even touching it. But I told you guys we're going here. But some of you guys like to day trade. Boom. Boom. Right? Okay. Who would have thought that SHIB was going down? We thought, because we knew when we did not bounce way back here on the sword cut at 0.000034 cents. You guys all knew in this class, everyone who's been doing dive and has been actively trading SHIB, you guys knew you should have had a bounce here. And if you don't get that bounce, that's a huge, huge, huge sign of weakness. You should have gone up right there. And we told everybody that, right? Especially when we stopped here and we didn't go up, that was a huge red flag. It was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you had time to get out. You had you had like a week to respond. People think that, oh my gosh, we just went down. No, 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 no. You guys, you had plenty of time to decide. You had plenty of time to see this in action. You guys had plenty of time to ask me during dives, hey, are we healthy or are we sick? And when we're flirting underneath this line, we're flirting with it. Look at, we came pierced through, we tried to come up, nah, rejection. Where's my pencil? Rejection. When you get all of that, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know, guys, you guys are going down. And you're going down to the next major supports, which is where these intersected right there, and you went down right.
Jay, there's been a bit of positive chat on your Telegram through SHIB.
Oh my gosh, well, people should have been watching my actual videos regarding SHIB. Now, I do know SHIB has some prophetic intel that we're going up. And I know that, but I'm letting everybody know. Just because I'm still bullish my SHIB and I'm waiting for external things doesn't mean that we're going up. Because here's the part where I play. The part where I play is to give everybody my map. And everybody in Dive, you guys are supporting Dive. You guys would be like, you know what, guys? Jae-sung has been talking about in Dive, showing that we have been not healthy on SHIB. We just don't have it. So anytime soon. And I have tons of Dive video recordings of talking about SHIB. So anyway, what's new with SHIB? So all of you guys, what is new with SHIB? Well, the newest things with SHIB is that we are on a sword cut and we pierced below another cut here. Yee. So that's where I do the yee. Which means that if we pull back into this area, it's only a matter of time before we're coming back down again. Look at that.
Is it coming down?
Well, it should be. Because we didn't... See, here's another thing. We should have bounced in this area here as well. Okay? We should have... Yeah. But we didn't. We should have used that time to back up. But we didn't. We phased through. What I call phase through. And when we phase through, when we phase through, we're now even more unhealthy with SHIB. So if SHIB goes up, praise God, it's going to go up. I'm having SHIB because some prophetic intel, and I just want to be ready for when it does happen. But for people who are day trading SHIB, you guys are the ones making money with this stuff. You're either, you're either out of SHIB and you're just not losing money, or you're shorting it. But either way, you know that locally, this is not that healthy, okay? Because we're now on the underside of this trend line. So where are these lines at, and how did I create them? Let me make sure I show you guys some of these so you guys have them. Okay, this is the foundational line from here back in September of September 21st, September 7th, and here on September 29th. Okay, so even if my Telegram people get me wrong, you guys have my maps. You guys are with me every single day. Look, January 3rd, I gave everybody this. Mark was here plenty of time. He'll tell you guys that, yeah, Jae-sung's telling the truth. I told you guys we're getting to that pocket. Right, Mark?
Pocket.
Melody song.
Pocket, yes.
All right. The good news is that you do have some health because we are on top of this channel. So that is something that's a little bit of a healthy thing. But the fact that we face through this is now dangerous waters. I don't like to be doing this. I don't like to be on this side of the foundational trend line, which was this right here. All of this, we were going sideways, and finally we went up here. So this line should have been the line to bounce, and we didn't get it. So that's now dangerous. This may almost make me want to sell my SHIB because of this. I need to decide what I'm going to do. I don't let you guys decide what you guys are going to do. But I will let you know that a new sword cut is now created, and it's created where this line crosses. So this is now the sword cut. It's going to be right there where the line went through price and where it crossed through. So it's a new sword cut. Should just duplicate this line, but instead of duplicate, I'm just going to stretch it out to here. So now where this line crossed through, that's a new cut that's created. Got it? The new top of that line, if you guys don't know how to draw that, it's fine. I'm going to give you the line. Here it is. 20.0004028 as the top. And the low, 0.00026. So 28 and 26. Okay? If you get down below the sword cut, I can almost guarantee you guys, because I've given you guys these projections, you're going to 23 you're going to 0.000023 cents, because we already did the projections based on how far USDT moved and how far we can go. I said we were going to get to about this area, and this is why I'm not drawing these new lines, am I? No, I'm not. I'm just showing you guys what we've already drawn, what everybody has. So I want you guys to have that. You might have to make a video about it if everyone's talking about it, Melody. All right. Anyone have any other questions about that?
That's correct. You're the man. See, so
Hey, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Look at that. See, mine too. See, mine too. Sail. Okay.
You want anything?
Yes, I want a cookie, a chocolate cookie.
Chocolate cake?
I like those. I kind of like them. They're not the best, but they're satisfying. Slimy, but satisfying.
Be careful with yours.
All right, who knows them? I know. I'm gonna do more sit-ups. Don't trust me. Working up my stomach. All right. Anybody have any more? What's the next ones? What are we at on time, Melody Song? Oh, it's juice minute. Yes, it's juice minute. Let's get some juice. Everybody, remember to get your juice right now. We're gonna take a 1-2 minute break where everybody gets some juice. I'll let you put your request, and I have time for about 2 more cryptos that we can cover. I need lower prices on Shiba. If you need lower prices on Shiba Superfood, I think you're gonna get them. I think you're gonna get them because we already pierced through the sword cut area. So guess what? You're going down. Sorry. And here's
Kind of juice.
trading's fun, guys. I mean, I like trading. It's a game. You guys can be good at it. You don't have to lose.
Which kind of game?
Which kind of game?
Juice.
What kind of juice? I'll let you pick, Melody Song. We got 2 kinds of juices we're gonna be having, and so you guys know that it's a tradition because I get, my brain, like running at full capacity, right? So Melody Song is gonna pour us, the lovely, beautiful Melody Song is gonna pour us some lovely juice. Hey, come on, you can pour it in the camera. Oh, okay.
don't.
Some people, they can't believe
Honey.
Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. And the wonder is in the one junior.
Show me.
What movie is that from? Who knows that? Some of you guys know that movie is. I always have weird movie trivia, Melody.
We watched that.
Yep, we did.
Bamsel.
Okay, we're drinking peach juice and eating mango.
Okay, Melody says we're drinking peach juice. I'm eating mango. All right, Melody's she's gonna give us a juice. We thank you, Lord, for this day.
What's up, Mark and Doggy? Oh.
What's up, Mark? And Augie says superfood. Augie says,
Can we go up BTC?
Can we go up BTC? Yeah, we can look at.
Then back down?
Can we go up with BTC and then back down, says Dean. Let's take a look, Dean. We will take a look at your Bitcoin. All right, so cheers to everyone. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. Drink your juice and having a good night.
The chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. I got my chocolate heart cookie shaped like a heart because it loves me back. All right, as we continue for the night, I hope you guys are drinking some juice with me.
Cheers, amigos.
Cheers, amigos. Cheers. Cheers, superfood. Cheers.
My back hurts. Cheers.
So let's go on Bitcoin. All right. Now, where is Bitcoin? I believe Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin, Dean, is now ready for the discount. Okay. So, or in the discount area. And what does that mean? That means that temporarily, I expect higher prices, and we already have them where they are, but it's a discount. So it's a discount on shorting, meaning if you're trying to short, you're going to get some good deals right now, anything right now. Now the reason for that is because, Dean, I'm so glad you're here, my friend. Okay, so you can be successful with this. Okay, here's what we did.
You can, yeah, Augie can unmute if you want to say something.
Yeah, you guys can unmute anytime. It's hard texting while driving, says Augie. Augie, texting while driving. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, Bitcoin's going lower. Okay.
Bitcoin recap.
Yeah. After SHIB, it's with the B, not a V. B is in baby.
Yeah, it's B.
Yeah, you put a V there. Shiva. It's Shiba, like a doggy. And the reason is because this is the predominant. Okay, this is the predominant parabolic. Okay, here, here, and here, extended out gives you this big verification. Okay, I'm gonna show you. And okay, Dean. So go to your photos. Some people, you know, they can't believe.
Can't wait to do this for real on a yacht in Brazil.
On a yacht in Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right? I would love that. Mark knows what's up. We need some big movements, and then we'll make some big money. We need some good trading capital.
Brazil.
Who can't go? You'll go to one day, because the RAND dates are gonna end. The RAND dates.
Mandates.
No, can't say that word.
Why?
It's a flag word. On our YouTube overlords. Okay, I'm serious. You gotta be careful with words you say. So remember,
Okay.
from here,
2 dates.
here,
Just dates.
here, and here. Draw that parabolic and continue it out. You're gonna get this angle here, and you can just continue that one. Okay. Then what you do is you duplicate that angle. Dean, make sure you duplicate it. Okay, it should be the same angle approximately here at both the core areas. Sorry, here. Core areas, which is somewhere around here, okay, at the bottom, and then also at the wick. And that's going to give you these 2 yellow lines, okay? Now, we should, for the most part, we're bouncing along these lines, and we should have bounced in this area here, right here. Hold on.
Oh, why is it in the side now?
Okay. Why? Oh, I just moved it on there. Yeah, we are on YouTube. Mark knows what's up.
If we can say it, what about choose dates?
After class, we can say it. Whatever you need to say.
If it's man, so let's say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Mondays. Oh, Monday. Oh, Mondays.
Tuesday.
Tuesdays. She says Tuesdays, Mondays, Tuesday. So because we have here, we didn't have this bounce. We actually pierced below clearly, and then we went up organically. Okay, see how that we pierced below, and then we went up to test this line again. We didn't really bounce here. However, this is also where a cut was created because the parabolic was cut around there. So I drew that line for you guys days ago, and it's at 42,943, which is currently where we're at, right? Any big surprises there? No, not so much big surprises. This tells me we're on this side of the parabolic, but temporarily. Sometime we should be getting down to here. It's more evidence we're going to be getting down here. This belly should be a little bit to the lower, I would think, but you still end up at the same spot, approximately. Okay. So even if my parabolic has a margin of error a little bit, you're still bearish in either case, which we talked about a margin of error for when drawing the parabolics. Your marginal error will take us to the lower band, which is down here at 35 5,000, and also that happens to be where the parabolic is. Okay, that's why I'm telling everybody, Bitcoin, guys, there's a higher chance you're going to 35 and possibly 30. But I've done another analysis, which is a star analysis, which I'm not going to show you guys right now. I've showed you that line a few months ago, where it shows the line is about like that, and it's at 33 to 35,000 depending on where it hits. So we will need to go over that, but it's not so much important anymore at this moment, because we have so many sword cuts right there at 35,000. That's where there's a higher odds of hitting. That's also where this parabolic is meeting together, and it's kind of meeting together in that area.
Thanks for your charge. Shorted at BTC 42.8 gig.
Yeah, some of you guys will be shorting BTC, and you should be more highly successful. The other thing is that I saw Prophet Robin. He had a video that he posted. I think it was today, his video today, and I watched it. And one of the things he said towards the end of the video was that he feels like, he said he didn't say it's prophetic. He didn't say the Lord said, but he said he feels, he has a strong feeling in his spirit that Bitcoin's going to go just below 35,000. So that also matches my data, because my low right here is a little below 35,000, is around this. So it can actually go to 30 to 35,000, but my sword cut was around 33,000, 33 to 35. So this is where I believe we're going based on my data. That's what I see. Some of you guys are going to make that money. And if you guys make that money, give your tithes and offerings to your local churches or your local ministries that you guys support. And then continue praying, and I thank you guys for great Mark works this one. Nice one, Mark. Thanks to your charts, I shorted BTC at 42.8. Good, good, Mark. Mark's doing really successful. Praise God for Mark. Mark's going to do some powerful things for the kingdom of God. You know.
Amen.
Amen. All right, where are we at on time? Are we at the end of class? 1:21. We got time for
One more.
We got time for one more crypto. Do you guys want to have one more you're going to cover?
Yeah, there's next. BTC.
That was everything except for these ones. That's a build. That's a build. Truth asked for this one. Epic. I said I was going to do epic.
Around what date do
But right
you
now,
see BTC at 35?
around what date do we see BTC at 35? Minerva, because the move on USDT.D sees us at a pullback, we can actually see a pullback for almost half a month. So it's possible that the next move on BTC could actually happen. It could actually be delayed. It could actually be delayed about half a month until February. But to be honest, the move down may not be that long. I'm just letting you guys know the pullback could last that long. It's not saying you're going to get a pullback all the way down here on USDT, because when this one goes up, when this one goes down, BTC can go up. But it's not always the case, but it has an opportunity to go up during those times. To be honest, it's more likely you're going to see a pullback to right here, maybe to like a previous high, and I'm going to just draw that line for you real quick.
Wild. Mark W asked, have you done wild? I think we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
It's possible you'll see a pullback down to 363 and then a move up. Okay? So it could just delay it. I would say about a month, maybe about a month, maybe less, because we're already in position to move. So I want to say less, but we're dealing with manipulation. We're dealing with external factors. So we have to factor in a few things. If it was just this chart alone, you'd be going down in the next week. Okay? Does that answer your question?
We have another
Minerva, we have another red line at 389. Also, it's weak at 3.89.
And Mark W asked if, have you done wild?
3.89. What red line? This one I'm just gonna draw it as yellow.
89.
I don't Mark, I'm sorry, I don't follow what you're saying.
Have you done wild?
Wait, but he also asked about we have another red line.
No, that's Dean.
Oh yeah, Dean was asking that one. Yeah, sorry. And let's look at wild. We'll look at wild right now. Hold on.
Red line. It means weak.
This red line right here, the one at 429 I had, that one I talked about at the beginning of class today. Oh, that one at 389. Ah, yeah, that could be something here. Let's see what it was. This one was from a while back that I created. It must have been on a weekly chart or something, but that could act like some type of support. 388. Let me see if it's on the weekly chart. That's probably where it's at. Yep. So this is a previous low here, which is pretty much exhausted. This was a low on the weekly chart on USDT.D, and we came here, and we came here, and now we broke above here. So this could be a little bit bullish action. Okay, do you see how I'm gonna show you that one more time in slow motion to show you what I was looking at? Okay, let's use a big yellow highlighter. We went up, we came down, we went up, we came down, we went up here, we came down. We went up here, we came down. Now we went up, and now we are here. Does that make sense? All right, these are some of the more important lines that we had. And of course, that's this one lately. This was our local one that we drew for you guys a long time ago, many months. So everyone should have that, 429. The major ones we're concerned about is this one and the sword cut, which is mostly for 95. And the one Deris and the one Junior. Okay, now let's look back up what was requested. Wild. All right, we have time to do wild. Let's see, because I hear it's pretty wild.
26.
Pretty wild.
We have 1 hour and 26 minutes.
All right, so let's cover wild. Wild, wild, wild.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you can close the melody song. Wait, that's not my watch list. That's my watch list.
We can let the front open.
You can. But if it's too hot, yeah. All right. So here's what's wild. Let's look at wild on a daily chart. Okay. So we began an analysis on here. We did it on Qcoin. Did we do it wild on a different chart? I thought we did it on a different chart.
Qcoin. Yes, you did.
I thought we did, didn't we?
Yesterday. Let me see.
I thought we did wild. Melody's gonna check.
Yeah, I think it was.
Maybe we were about to do it and we didn't.
Yeah, we did it last Friday.
We did it last Friday?
Yeah. The night class.
Alright, hold on.
Friday.
Days, let's do Friday. Hold on.
Hey.
Hold on.
That's BTC.
Let
The
me-
evening.
In the
Nice.
evening? Hold on. What was the date of that melody?
7.
XRP.
7. It was the last one you did.
I want to make sure I'm doing the right wild for you. Okay?
Excuse me. Oh.
111.
Yeah, we did it last one. The evening. Not there. It's possible here. Okay, wait.
1. Yeah, but that's 1.
Wait.
I think those are the ones we just did.
Wait. The last one you did on
Because I don't want to do it again if we did.
Oh my gosh.
Ren. Wild, right there.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Melody Song. Oh, you know what we did? We must have. Yeah, we did it on Q. So this is correct. It's just that we did more analysis on paper. Okay, that's what it was. So for wild.
Thank you, Superfood.
Thank you, Superfood. So for wild, I'm expecting some bullishness once we get past this major trend line. Melody, you're awesome.
Because I had a note.
You're fantastic. Thank you. I'm gonna take you out for some chicken. Yesterday, I took Melody out. We went to the movies to go see Spider-Man, and
No Way Home.
and we saw the No Way Home Spider-Man, and it was good. I hate the part when Wolverine dies. So if you guys haven't seen it, the spoiler, when Wolverine dies, that's when it's really sad.
Wolverine? Who's that?
I'm just kidding. I once told the people that. I once I had a friend. He kept always asking me like, dude, what happens in the movie? And I was like, I'm not gonna tell you. I hate people spoiling movies for me, so I'm not gonna tell you. And so finally, I was like, just the part when, and that's what I told him. I said the part when Wolverine dies, and he was like, "Are you serious?" And then and in that movie, Wolverine doesn't even die. It was like an X-Men movie. And he got so mad at me afterwards, after the movie. He's like, "You said Wolverine died. I was waiting for it the whole movie." And I was like, "Well, because I told you I hate spoilers, so I'm just going to make something up." What happened? Jisung, she is a keeper, says Superfood. Is she a keeper? You know what? She's if I was fishing, which I have been fishing, I would catch her and I would definitely put her in the old ice box. Put some ice on it. Take her home, fry her up. Throw a little bit of French fries off their side. I'm looking for behavior above $2.31. A move below $200.31 is gonna bring you to $1.90, and then a move below that is gonna bring you to $1.70. Okay, now these are all based on the key angle, which is this angle here and here. So if anyone wants to replicate this on Wild, make sure you bring it here and here. That same angle, using Sword 2.0 principles, you just bring that angle down, like I showed you guys in the picture. And it's just, you can do this like this. Edit, use your ruler. Okay, so here's that angle. And then you're going to bring that angle down all the way to the bottom. Okay, that's how you can create the angle. However, with Sword 2.0, you have a few other options that you can do. You can bring it up to the swing points, both at cores and wicks. Here, here, and here. That's going to give you these angles here. And that's how I get where we're at. So right now we have floors approximately here, and then also we have those floors here at around approximately $1.90. So that's how we got it, around $1.90. It's not really a flat number, it's an angle. So that angle will change based on approximately how long it goes. So I'm giving you general numbers of $1.90. Yeah.
Oh, it's not relating.
Yeah. So that's why I have these angles here. The other thing that you need to know about Wild, who asked for Wild again? Mark. The other thing you need to know about Wild, Mark, is that when I calculated about how far up we have to get to go on the whole USDT.D manipulation situation, right? When I covered that, I said that we have about halfway yet left to go from that price of $2.31 at the time. When I measured that $2.31 movement of how much we fell in as we went rows, I calculated it down to here, and it actually matches this angle. So again, that's another reason why I'm expecting price to hit around $1.70 for your Wild. Okay, so right now I don't see much bullishness unless we get the movement above the red trend line right there, then we're going up. Okay, so let's draw that quickly on price. So everyone has that. And the wonders.
Keep it easy.
Uh-oh. What happened to my... Uh-oh, the internet signal. Ruff! Ruff! Ruff!
It still continue.
This is continue? Amazing grace,
Close the other windows.
How sweet the sound that sings
I keep sneezing.
like me. We'll wait till this loads. I once was lost,
I keep yawning.
but now my arms.
How many
Why is this loading so slow? Was blind, but now I see. Okay, there it goes. And it loads ALBT. What in the world? What the heck? When we bend in 10,000.
Why don't you just search?
We've no less days to sing God's praise
Mark said thank
than
you.
when we first believed. All right, so there we go. So I want you guys to draw them at those angles. I'm gonna draw these just trend lines one more time. Make sure everyone has this real quick. I'll do this and then we'll be I'll be back for some questions after class, where you guys can we'll stay about half an hour after class. If you guys want to hang out, we're gonna talk. Let's see. Hold on. There's one. Draw that trend line here. Okay, and the last one is there at that core right there. So I'm drawing the bottom here, and this is how you know we have weaknesses already here. Okay, so we already are now building evidence underneath this. This is weak. We're going to about right here, $2, current price, $2.30. You're going to $2. Huh? I dropped my cookie. I dropped some of my cookie. This is where you're going. Okay? Once you get below here, these are the money. This is the money that's on the table right now. Okay? Sing it, Melody.
I need to wash your face.
You are now in weakness territory. Okay, so that's what I have. And with that, let's say a prayer for everybody who is here. And I want to thank you everyone who's supporting this type of work, everyone who's a member of Patreon, everyone, especially all you guys who are dive or even just visiting or supporting the dive classes. You guys are just fantastic. You guys make it possible. I don't have to keep withdrawing all of my crypto funds just to live. I did quit my job full-time a couple months ago so I can focus on this and also be closer to Melody Song. We did everything in our power to get past all the lockdowns and all the things that were preventing us from being together. All the lockdowns and everything is just a nightmare because you guys know that I did marry an immigrant wife, or I'm an immigrant to her country. But as I was trying to get all my visas and everything, her country locked down. So everybody who knows our situation knows it's been just a very difficult time for us. So for us to finally be able to live together is just fantastic. You guys are helping make this possible, and then I hope to help you guys by giving you guys these types of skills or being here to help you read, because some of you guys didn't have years to learn you know, these kind of things, or you didn't have anybody, you know, to teach you how price actually works. A lot of people have no idea how price actually works. So I'm glad to be in your lives. Lord
Thank you,
Jesus, we,
everyone. So thank you, everyone.
Lord Jesus, we thank you for this day. And I pray that you put a special blessing on these wonderful people who are supporting us financially with their gifts, Lord. Some of them even sent money privately to us, Lord Jesus. And I just pray that you would just bless them for everything they're doing, for their love towards Melody and I as we do this type of work. And I pray that you would just open doors for all of them in all of their lives, especially in 2022. Bring their families together, bring their loved ones together, Lord. Bring their cities back and bring a healing upon our nation. Bring a healing upon our land. God, bring a healing on a global scale. Let all the prophecies, Prophet Robin and Prophet Robert Cunningham, Prophet Hank Kuhn, you know, Timothy Disson, let all the people who are speaking out against the evils that are upon the earth, all the voices that are trying to shut them down and shut down those channels as well, Lord, that are trying to silence the word of the Lord from going forth, that are trying to stifle the voice of God, that are trying to stifle what's going on, that are trying to hold back the hope from people, Lord. I pray that you would wash those away, Lord, and bring an end. I believe that 46 was correct. 45 was correct when he said that if we don't do certain measures, then the media would have their way, and there would be nothing stopping them from trying to deceive the people. And we had not passed those measures, and now we are living in these days where the media shuts up people that they disagree with. And Lord, I pray that you would just bring an end to those days, to bring back freedom of speech on a global scale. Those who are trying to speak out about injustices, those who are trying to speak for the rights of the children, of the unborn children, Lord. Those people who are in school boards, who are getting kicked out of school boards because they don't agree with the staff, Lord, but they're trying to stand for righteousness. I pray, Lord, that you would just overturn those tables like you overturned them in the synagogues when you saw that your house should have been a house of prayer, but they just turned it into a den of thieves and robbers, and they turned it into a place that was all about money when it was not just about money. So I pray that you would raise up a generation of people who will go forth with the finances that you have given them, and they will also be influenced in their communities and their nations and their people, and for their children and for their generations. You would help them and be a part of their lives and change and transform us into people and to vessels that you can use for righteousness' sake and for your kingdom, Lord, and for turning over the injustices. Save us as a nation, as a people, as one people, as the body of Christ. Save us wherever our countries lie. Save us from these evil things. That's my prayer. Hear our tears, hear our cries, hear our prayers, and help us all. Thank you, Lord. And that's my prayer for them. Bless them, keep them, make your face to shine upon them always. Look upon them with favor, Lord. Be abounding to them with grace. Lift up your countenance towards them and give them peace. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. That's my prayer for all of you guys. If you guys are watching the YouTube copy on YouTube, thank you for spending time with us today. I'll be right back. We'll be right back in just a moment. Stick around for about half an hour or so. If you guys need to stick around and ask any questions or just have some conversations on YouTube, go ahead and unmute your microphone. We'll play, and Melody, cue the outro music.
Just cue?
Yeah. You click on, and then we'll hit the button after that.